Alright, Shalom. This is GMS All and Sit Downs coming back with a lesson. First off and foremost, I would like to give all praises, glory, and the highest honor to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Kadosh, double honors to the elder apostle of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect out there that is spreading His word of sincerity and the truth all over the four corners of the earth. God, what I want to go into is really a response video to this brother over here. Okay, GMS Inquire Early 2. Okay, I want to land back on his topic that you see over here, liberty to get abroad. Okay, which is concerning these females, man. You know, he brought out an article, and he basically went into the word gad, to gather abroad, to get abroad. Okay, now it's a spiritual thing. One of the tribes name is Gad. Okay, one of our forefathers' name is Gad. So you can already know what this word Gad also goes into, even going back to the root of all languages, which is the Hebrew tongue. Okay, God. The word God. Okay, let me go outside real quick. So that's what I want to touch on. Okay, so let's go into the word Gad in the Blue Letter Bible. Okay, Gad, she called his name Gad. Okay, son of Leah, the wife of Jacob. Okay, here you have the word, the Hebrew, the Lashwan Kodash, the word Gad. Okay, which has troop, which is spiritual in itself. Okay, and now I'm gonna go to the scripture that the brother was referring to over here. Sirach chapter 25, verse 25. Give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad. Okay, so give her no liberty. The word liberty means freedom. Okay, if she's already, a troublemaker, she's already on some folly, y'all clashing often, you can already feel like something's gonna happen, especially when you allow her to gad abroad. Now, like I said, this is a spiritual aspect. The word gad goes back to the Hebrew, which means which means a troop. Okay, so y'all know what happens when females walk in groups. When females walk in groups, they're on a lot of folly, man. All of a sudden, they are very confident and stuff like that because they're walking with their girls, right? Now here it is. The Lord Yahushai, he spoke about, looking at the other woman. Let me grab that. Okay, this is Matthew chapter 5. And of course, the Lord Yahushua is speaking to men. The Lord Yahushua is speaking to the disciples, to men. Okay? But likewise, this is for women, man. Or shall I say females. Okay, Matthew chapter 5, verse 27. Ye have heard that it was said by them of old time, thou shalt not commit adultery. Now, what does adultery mean? Adultery means to break the covenant, break the bond that a man has with his wife, or what a wife has with her husband, and spiritually a man has with Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Okay, because why? We have to walk in wisdom in the sight of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai at all times. Now the scriptures speak about he that committed adultery. Okay, which I'm gonna grab in a minute. I'm gonna keep that thing in mind. Okay, it has been spoken about what a man really is that committed adultery. Now, so to go back to my point, a woman that lays with another man while she has a man committed adultery. A man that has a wife and goes and laid down with another woman that is single, that is not adultery. But if he lays down with a woman that has a man, that is adultery for a man. Because a man is allowed to have multiple wives, okay, if he chooses. Okay? So that is the difference. But nowadays they want to put it like a man commits adultery also when he lays down with another woman that doesn't have a man, which is false. Okay? This man can have as many females as he pleases as long as he keeps the duty of marriage. The duty of marriage, which is sex, okay, raiment, and food. These are the things that you gotta provide for her. Okay. Now, if you have 200, 300 women, nah, that's too much. If you have, let's say, if you have 10 wives, you're not gonna be able to do that unless you make a lot of money, man. Now, the moment this woman asks you some child alimony or some money, you be calling her a gold digger. But actually, you're supposed to provide for her, man. You know what I'm saying? Actually, you're supposed to provide for her. But anyway, let me like I said, I was gonna touch on the thing that I said, adultery. Because a man that commits adultery is really trespassing towards the Most High, man. You're showing yourself to be a fool. Okay, Proverbs chapter 6 verse 32. But whoso committed adultery with a woman lacketh understanding. He that doeth it destroyed his own soul. So in that way, we trespass against Yahweh Hashem Yahushua by walking foolishly, by walking in the way of lacking understanding. Let me put it like that. So this woman that commits adultery with another man trespasses against you. But really, when you lay down with a woman that has a man, you trespass towards Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. Because you don't show that you are of understanding. You show that you are very base, man. Okay, even in the world, man. What do you see? All these songs, these R&B songs, talking about sneaking around. You know, when the husband is not home. You know, jumping out the window. You know, butt naked because the man comes home. Even in this song of Biggie, I got a story to tell. He's explaining that he was dicking down this basketball player, his wife, man, and then he ended up robbing the place. Okay, so he acted like he was a burglar, but he was actually dicking down his wife, man. Now those things are all wickedness, but what those songs show you is that adultery always turns into violence, man. It turns into violence. It turns into anger, hatred, wrath, jealousy. Okay, which is not good, man. Do you think that the Most High wants that in the midst of Israel? No. So, even people of the world, you know, through nature itself, understand and know that it is not a good thing, man. Nobody has to explain you that you cannot have sex with another man's wife. Nobody has to explain you that. That is common sense. Now, why am I saying that? Some people might need explanation concerning what you can and cannot eat, but nobody has to explain you that you cannot have sex with another man's wife. That is common sense. Your body and the way you gotta move and operate is all sneaky. It's not good. Okay? Now you have some rebellious ass jakes. They gonna ask you, why is it not good? Still being foolish, but seeing they ask that question is because they do it themselves and they want to justify it. And I always ask them, like, okay, so what would you do if someone has sex with your wife and knows that you just left to your job, but you just forgot something and you came back home and he's dicking down your wife, and he knows that you and her are in a relationship, okay, pictures all over the house of you and your wife, okay, what would you do? Yeah, well, I will fuck him up, I will fuck her up, and I will fuck him up. Okay, so why would you do the same thing to someone of your own nation? There you have the answer. It will end up in a violent matter, man. Okay, which is justified actually, that if you catch your wife committing adultery together with a man, both have to be put to death, man. Okay, so that is already how it is set up. So what more do you want? Okay, so the trespassing of this man committing adultery with another man's wife is not towards your wife, it's towards the Most High, man. It's towards Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Okay, Proverbs 6 and 32. But whoso committeth adultery with a woman lacketh understanding. He that doeth it destroyeth his own soul. Yeah, man. Okay, going back to what the Lord Yahushua said, Matthew chapter 5, verse 26. Verily I say unto thee, thou shalt by no means slack. Verse 27. Ye have heard that it was said by them of old time, thou shalt not commit adultery, which that is of course in the law, written by Moses in the book of Exodus. Verse 28. But I say unto you, that whosoever looketh on a woman to lust after her, had committed adultery with her eyes, with her already in his heart. Yeah, man, because if you look lustfully towards a woman that has a husband, that is already adultery in itself. Okay, so people break this down, Christians predominantly break this down as if you cannot look at a woman, okay, which is false. You cannot look at a woman that has a man. Now, back in the days in West Africa, they still do it. Okay, these females wear their head cover, and they have like this sleeve around it, which if the sleeve is on the right side, or this scarf, let me say scarf, it ends up into a scarf. If the scarf is on the right shoulder, that means they have a man. If it is on the left shoulder, that means they are available. Okay, now back in the days, we had those type of things too. Okay, we had wedding garments, we had garments that meant that the woman was betrothed, okay, engaged to a man. Widow garments, okay, she lost her husband. Prostitute garments, okay, harlot garments, so to speak, that would show what this woman is about. So if you see that this woman, her apparel shows that she has a husband, and you look at her with lustful eyes, you committed adultery already, because you're already going off. You know that she is taken. Okay, now as for this time and day and time and age, how do you know that a woman has a husband? If she's walking hand in hand with her or with him, or a woman walks with a man, you can already guess that she's taken, man. Now if you still look and think like, that's probably another husband, you're already going off, man. Just look away. Okay, now sometimes you might slip up, man. Big ass booty walking by, you see a guy next to it, but you're looking, you know what I'm saying? Maybe that's not the boyfriend, you know what I'm saying? Try to, control that spirit, man, because you committed adultery already. Now that's what it's talking about. Okay, but I say unto you that whosoever looketh on a woman to lust after her hath committed adultery with her already in his heart. And if thy right eye offend thee, pluck it out, and cast it from thee. For it is profitable for thee that one of thy members should perish, and not that thy whole body should be cast in hell. Okay? So we got to beware of that as men, but also these females. And really that is what I want to point out with this lesson. What happens when these females gather abroad? Okay? They gather abroad. They go out there in a group. Okay? The word gad goes into troop. Okay, they go out there as a group. What is gonna happen, man? They're gonna look. They're gonna look at men. They're gonna see men walking in the city. Oh, I'm just gonna go shopping with my girls. Nothing big. Yeah, right. You know, they're gonna look at men. Okay, with the lustful eyes. They commit adultery already. Now, you have some females. They are a bit shameful. They are not that confident or whatever. When they walk alone, they wouldn't look upon a man like that. But you have females, they will fix you. They will fix you. If you're walking alone, you have females in a group, they will just walk up to you, man. 4 or 5 females, hey, she like you. Okay? All of a sudden, the confidence is real. You see? So that is something that happens when a woman is gathering abroad. Okay? When a woman gathers abroad, she is in a group, she is more confident, man. She is more confident and she will most likely go off. Okay, now if you're dealing with a woman like that you observe her, you're already like, man, I can't really trust her, man. She is on some folly. Don't give her that liberty to gather abroad. Okay? And it is a normal thing for the wife to tell the husband where the fuck she is going. Okay? Nowadays, these females think that, oh, just because Esau gave them all this liberty, you're supposed to give them the same liberty. No, man. Tell me where you're going. I want to know where you're at. Okay? Now, that is even lightly spoken. To want to know where a woman is at, man. That is a light thing to say it like that. On top of that, ask permission. That is actually how it's supposed to be, man. Hey, do you find it okay if I go to my parents this weekend or whatever? If you say no, then it's no. Okay, and sometimes, man, you gotta test things like that, because you have females, they will ask you permission for what? If you tell them no, are they still going to go or what? Sometimes you gotta check it out, man. Check the spirit. What if I say no? Just tell them no. I don't want you to go. You know, we going somewhere or whatever. If she says, oh, okay, then I call them and I say I'm not coming. But if she starts tripping the fuck out, then why the fuck you ask me? You see? You gotta be like that. Why the fuck you ask me then? If you have a problem with it, if I say no, you ask my permission, but then when I say no, you have a problem with it. Okay? Sometimes you gotta check it out like that. You gotta know who you're dealing with, man. Because nowadays, like, I was also going in the camp. I was also going in this topic. Nowadays, these females most likely have had multiple men in their lives, multiple semen busting up in them. Okay, if she allows you to dick her down raw, don't you think that she did the same thing with other men? Of course she did that, man. Okay, so don't be amazed, man, at these females, man. If you have a woman that had maybe 2 or 3 men in her life, you're the third one or the second. Okay, you already gotta be like, okay, that's something. It's kind of okay. Okay, because it ain't easy having a woman that is a virgin out there, man. To find a virgin out there I would say don't bother, man. Because, around middle school, these females are being sexualized by this Edomite society to begin with. They're being sexualized, and these hormones start kicking in. Okay, that's why back in the days, there was arranged marriages in the nation of Israel. Arranged marriages. Okay? They would say, hey, your family, my family. Okay? If you read the book of Ruth, you'll see that the moment Naomi returns to, which is the mother-in-law of Ruth, the moment she returns back to the city where she was raised, where she's born, where she has her heritage, the moment she returns there, everyone knows her, man. Everyone is like, hey, Naomi, she back, this and that. Okay, she is back, man. Okay, so everyone knew each other like that. Among the tribes, amongst the suburbs, among the, inheritance of Jake. So you would just link up with a family that you know is acceptable as a man, as a father, and you would link up for an arranged marriage. Okay? You would go to your daughter and you would tell her, hey, waka man. Shh. My dog sees a cat. Anyway, you would go up to a family man and tell him, hey, your son is an honorable son. He's strong. He works hard. Set up this marriage for your son and my daughter, for example. But nowadays, man, that ain't happening. And that arranged marriage would be set up on an early age. Okay, 12, 13 years old. This marriage would be arranged, man. Okay, she would be betrothed. She will be betrothed, meaning she is engaged. She is set up to marry this man. Okay, she's set up to marry this man. So then she's gonna behave. In a certain manner because she wanna get dick down. This, just to say it roughly like that. Okay, she wanna have sex because of the hormones. Now, the man is also gonna burn in his lust for her, which is normal, healthy lust, because it is his woman. She's a virgin. He's gonna wanna lay down with her. Okay. Now that is gonna happen in an early age, most likely, because this man of 13, 14 years old. Yes, I said man because a boy turns into a man when he's 12 years old, around 12 years old. Okay. So yes, they're gonna have sex on an early age, and she's just gonna be calm because her lusts will be satisfied. But what do you have nowadays? You have these mothers that be talking about, yeah, girl, just enjoy life, experiment, just experiment a bit, look around, we'll see what you like. Meaning, just have sex with who the fuck you want. And until the point that you're ready to settle down. But that is not how it's supposed to be, man. She has been violated. She has become desolate, man. Not desolate. She has become like, what does it say in Jeremiah? Let me see. Jeremiah 2, I believe. No, 3. Yeah. She has polluted. She has been polluted. Slacky, that's the word I was looking for. Jeremiah 3:1. They say if a man put away his wife and she go from him and become another man's, shall he return unto her again? Shall not that land be greatly polluted? But thou hast played the harlot with many lovers, yet return again to me, said Yahweh. Okay, so basically a woman is polluted when she used to be your wife, then she goes and lay down with another man, get his semen busted up in her. Okay, she's like polluted land. Okay, she's been defiled. Okay, that was a saying back then in Israel, like, nah, that nasty. Okay, but we played the harlot with many lovers also, meaning, different philosophies. No homosexuality nonsense, but laying down with all these religions and philosophies and worshiping idols and entities and stuff like that. So we did that, but the Most High is still merciful towards us. Okay, now that's what I wanted to point out concerning that woman, that she's polluted, man. Now if the mother, because the father is gone, the mother is gonna raise up her daughter in a way that is not right. Just have fun, don't settle down yet. Just enjoy life. Okay, try a different man, have a one-night stand every now and then. Bitch got semen, dead semen swimming up in there like crazy, man. That is not supposed to be like that. And that's why the reason that the father is not there, or if the father is not there, this is already a problem that starts occurring, man. Because this mother is gonna come with this nonsense. Okay, now let me pull that real quick. over here also. So now this gathering abroad, that is the problem, man. This mother allows her daughter to get abroad, go in groups, go fix all these men and be confident and show your body parts and all this bullshit. That is already where it goes, where shit goes, hits the fence, man. Okay. Now on top of that, towards the husband, because the father is supposed to keep his daughter in straight. Now when the father gives his daughter to you, then now it's your duty, man. The woman is always under a man. There is not a moment in her life that she is not under a man. She's always under a man. Okay, first under her father, and then she's under her husband. Okay, like the scripture says, you live by the law of your husband as long as he liveth. But if your man dies, you have liberty to take another man. If not, you have to fucking stay with him, man. You have no choice. Okay, this is according to the law. The Most High, what the Most High has put together, let no man put asunder. Okay, nobody is allowed to put it apart, not even her. Sirach 25 verse 26. If she go not as thou wouldest have her, cut her off from thy flesh, and give her a bill of divorce, and let her go. This is pursuant to the law. According to the law, she is not how you want to have her. You cut her off, man. Okay, and that meaning if she commits adultery, if she's disrespectful towards you, okay, if she doesn't do the things that she ought to do as a woman, okay, she disobeys her female duties. If she basically a piece of shit, man, you got no use of her. It can be vexing to the bone, man. So what are you gonna do? You gotta cut her off, man, because these females ain't right to begin with. So even going back to the foundation, going back to the basics, if you know these females ain't right, why are you dealing with them? And to begin with, why don't you wait for the kingdom? Now, me personally, saying that, you know, it is what it is, man. Let me just put it like that. It is what it is. Like the scripture says, if you burn in your lusts, it's better to have sex than to burn, man. Okay? Some men are able to do it, some men are not able to do it. Okay? Some men desire that love and affection, you know what I'm saying? Some other man can be without. Okay, now let me jump here. Sirach 26 and 10. If thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself to overmuch liberty. She's gonna abuse herself, man. She's gonna go into ways that are not good, man. She's gonna be polluted. Why? She's gonna experiment. She's gonna have sex with all kinds of men. Okay, then when she's being then when the father arranges a marriage and the man finds out that she's not the maid, meaning she's not a virgin, all hell's gonna break loose, man, because he's gonna put her away. Council has to come. Okay, the leaders of the city have to come. The token of virginity has to be shown to the father. Okay, there is no token of virginity, meaning a cloth with blood on it. What you think is gonna happen, man? All hell's gonna break loose, man. You see, she's gonna be put to shame, and the father's house is gonna be put to shame because his daughter was basically played the whore, man. Let me see. So if thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty. Watch over her impudent eye, and marvel not if she trespass against thee. So in the house of the father, this daughter is over the watch of the father. Okay, he watches over her, he keeps her in straitly, so he has profit of it eventually because his daughter is valuable. Okay, he can arrange a marriage, set it up with a man from the same tribe, and fix up this business, man, because it really goes into business eventually, because this man is gonna do business with his family. Okay, within the tribe, let's say the tribe of Benjamin, two families from the tribe of Benjamin are now gonna be linked together through the marriage of the son and the daughter. Okay, but then when she is given unto the man has to watch. Okay, verse 11. Watch over an impudent eye, and marvel not if she trespass against thee. So now the man has to watch over her. Okay, now let's go into this word impudent. Impudent, offensively, bold, disrespectful, insolent, impertinent. Yeah, impertinent. Let's look that word up. Impertinent. I always look up them tough words, you know? Look up them tough words. What the fuck is this? Okay. So let me see. And usually it says it gives you a play how to pronounce this, but clearly Esau be like, fuck it, fuck this word too, man. Impertinent, exceeding the limits of propriety, or good manners, improperly forward and bold. Okay, now if you catch a woman being in this bold state and being all about it and shit, you gotta watch, man. And if she then eventually trespasses against you with, for example, adultery, or she snaps on you, or whatever. Don't marvel, man. Don't marvel. You gotta keep her in check. Okay, you gotta keep her in check, cause she will, like it's gonna say, man. She will go, she will go abroad, man, and see if she can find something better. So you gotta check that out, man. Okay, you gotta check that out. Now, if she's not as you want her, if she's not as you please, and you already see it's going quite much into this situation that she's gonna look for some other man. Okay, cut her bitch ass off, man, before your ass gonna be hurt. That's why I always say, man, it's better to say yes. If someone asks you, do you think your wife can commit adultery? Then you either say yes or maybe. Because if you say no, that means you put in your mind that she won't commit adultery. So the moment she does it, that's when you're gonna be fucked up, man. You're gonna be among the ashes. Literally, you're gonna be mourning. But if you already have in mind, like, hey, this is possible, man. Don't trust these females, man. Okay? With nothing. You're not gonna be amazed when it actually happens. Because this is something that you should expect from these females in this state of mind. And in this society that we are living in nowadays, man. You should expect this from them. Okay? So it says, verse 12, she will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler when she had found a fountain, and drink of every water near her. By every hedge will she sit down, and open her quiver against every arrow. Now this is not talking about bow and arrow, man. This is talking about the vagina, and the arrow represents the dick. So she will go everywhere to look for some dick, man, to satisfy her needs. Okay? This is when you see this woman, she hella bold, man, and she don't want to get straight. She's gonna look for someone else, man, that obeys her ways. Because you have some sissy ass dudes out here, okay, that let the woman control the house. It ain't supposed to be like that, man. You gotta put your foot down and tell her what the deal is. Now if she rebels against it, hey, do everything in your power to get this woman in check. And if she don't want to get in check eventually, man, get the fuck out of here, man. Get to stepping, man. Don't waste your time on these females nowadays, man, because they ain't gonna get right. Man. Don't waste your time. Okay, be in the spirit and focus on these videos. Focus on these lessons. Focus on this truth. Don't expect these women to get right, man. In the kingdom, we will have them good and righteous. Okay? We will have them good and righteous. Verse 13, the grace of a wife delighted her husband, and her discretion will fatten his bones. Okay, let's look up that word discretion, because that is what we do desire. Okay, let me look that up and I'm gonna close out. The quality of being discreet, circumspection, freedom, and act or judge on his own. The ability or power to discern what is responsible or socially appropriate. Okay, so if she knows you have certain lines she should not cross, she's gonna be in check, man. She's gonna be a woman that is in order. She knows what to do. She knows when you wake up, you gotta wake up early for work. She's supposed to wake up before you, man. Okay, she's supposed to wake up before you to prepare the things for you. Now, of course, there's a certain balance. If she working too, you have to understand, man. I'm not saying you gotta be a hard motherfucker, man. But the thing is, hey, you gotta keep her in straight, man. This is your duty as a man, okay? And if you allow her to gather abroad, to walk in troops, go out there with these females, yeah, she be lusting after other men. She committed adultery already, okay? Now that is on you. That is on you. If you give her that liberty when you already know she's off, that is on you then, man. Okay? You get blamed for that. You're supposed to keep her in straight. Now, another thing, when she be walking around with these girls of hers, they gonna give her this so-called advice, on how bad the relationship is that she be in with you. Okay, these bitches, I'm gonna have to call them bitches, man, because they shameless dogs. Okay, they gonna give your wife this ultimate advice while they themselves are single. And they can only do this. They can only do this when your wife gives them the occasion to do it. Okay, so let me see. I think it's in Peter's. Let me see. Occasion. Here it says, 1 Peter chapter 1, or 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 14. I will therefore that the younger women marry, bear children, guide the house, give none occasion to the adversary to speak reproachfully. You see that? So these females ain't supposed to give the adversary the occasion to speak reproachfully, meaning talk shit about your household, what your husband is doing, how your husband acts when he gets angry or when he's frustrated or when he comes home from work and there's no food, because they be gathering abroad with their girls, and she be talking, yeah, this one time I just didn't cook, I was tired and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? And then he came home from work and he started flipping out because there was no food on the table. Girl, hey, let this nigga cook his own food. Fuck him. Oh, really? Fuck him. This man been working hard the whole day, providing for the house, and her homegirls is gonna say fuck him. They're gonna tell her fuck him. So she's gonna be more bold because she received this advice from these skank ass girlfriends of her. You see? She received this bad advice, and that is because she's allowed to gather abroad. She's allowed to roll with them and walk with them, and she's gonna get advice like this, man. Now that is on you. Okay, you gotta instruct her wisely, man. Because to be honest, these females just like children, man. They just like children. You have to trick them every now and then into understanding how they have to behave appropriately, man. Responsible. Like it says here, discretion. This is if a woman has discretion, that is fatness to your bones, meaning you can delight in that. You have rest, you have like comfort. Okay, which that is what a woman's supposed to be. A woman is supposed to be a pillar of rest, pursuant to the book of Sirach. Okay, so it says the ability or power to discern what is responsible or socially appropriate. Okay, what avond? Okay, let me pull that scripture too. Close it up for the second time, like I already said. Pillar of rest. Okay, Sirach chapter 36 and 24. He that getteth a wife beginneth a possession. Okay, so okay, of course there are certain limits to how much effort you're gonna put in it. Okay, nowadays it's just stress and headaches, man, dealing with these females. So you can decide how much effort you're gonna put into that relationship of yours. Okay, but you gotta put in some effort, man. If you decide to take a wife of the nation of Israel, you gotta put in some effort, man. It ain't no fucking and ducking. That's not allowed. That is against the law, and you ain't supposed to be in that spirit. Okay, if you decide to lay down the pipe with a woman that is single, okay, you gotta take the responsibilities after it, man. Okay, pursuant to the law, you gotta stay with her, because if you put her away for no reason and she lays down with another man, that adultery that she then commits is on you. You see? And if things are your possession, you deal fairly with it, right? You deal with it cautiously. You don't just toss around your stuff everywhere. Okay, your car is full of dog shit. Not dog shit. Your car is full of bird shit. You're gonna wash it, right? Okay, so that's the same way you gotta keep these females in straight, man. You gotta keep them in straight. You gotta wash them every now and then. Take them for a walk, you know. Nah, man, I'm playing, but she is yours, man. For the woman is not of the man, but for the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man. She is your possession, okay? Now, if you keep her in straightly, instruct her in the right way, she's gonna be fatness to your bones, man. So it says, "He that getteth a wife beginneth a possession, a help like unto himself, and a pillar of rest." Okay, she's gonna be comfort unto you. You see? Now that's what you want. You want to have that comfort. Okay, so that is the duty that you got to put upon yourself. You want to have a wife, you want to have sex every now and then, take the responsibilities that come with it, man. Don't let her get abroad if you know she's a woman like that. If you took the wrong choice by picking a wrong female, then that is part of the game, man. Okay? So keep that in mind, man. With that, I want to give all praises, glory, and the highest honor to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushua, Bashem Kakadash, Shalom to the elect.